This is a short demonstration of our system MetaExp. We want to explore how well a specific actress from Germany is connected to the American film industry. This is our specific exploratory questioning for this demo. For that, we first need to select nodes for the two node sets. We want to find our nodes by query our database with a cipher query. For that, we change the search mode to cipher query and fill in the cipher query. So let's do that. This cipher query basically searches for an actress named Stephanie Amarell. And yeah, there she is. And we can add her to our query node set A. And so this is our actress from Germany. And now we want to have as many films as possible from America in the node set B in order to see somehow how well she is connected and how she is connected, if it's the case, to these movies. So for that, we use a different query. And let's see, yeah, here, and query again. For simplicity, we decided not to visualize and to show all the movies which would have popped up, but only a subset, so kind of a sample. We have a nice function over here to mark all nodes, which was returned by the query, and we also put it to the node set B. So since we are done with the setup, we proceed to the config page by clicking on Next. On this page, we can prohibit certain nodes and edge types from being included into meta paths, and therefore also in our similarity measure. In this example, we want to ignore the born edge type because our preliminary constraint is that the regarded actress is born in Germany. And in general, it doesn't really make sense to connect people over birthplaces or birth countries for our specific questioning. So we can simply click on the corresponding switch here to exclude it. Yeah, let's move on to the Explore page. So we see 5 different meta paths here. To rate the meta path, I can position the icons representing the meta paths on the line above the list and set them in relation to each other. So a meta path on the far right corresponds to a highly interesting rating, and a meta path to the in the more left section of the line is less interesting to us. So the first meta path is actually pretty relevant for indicating an international film career because it says that our actress knows somehow a lot of directors who also shot movies in the States. So we can add it and drag it to the right side of the line and place it somewhere here. So I might choose to place it on the very right side, but actually when we come to the next meta path, we would possibly agree on that and winning an award is even a better sign for high visibility international and also in the American film industry. So we can just simply put this here and also rearrange the meta path before and put it a bit here. So it's very interactive and I can always change it regarding on the ideas I have and the notion I have of distance between those in interestingness. So the next meta path is pretty irrelevant for our task. To phrase it in words, it connects our actress over somebody she has shot a movie in with to the child of this person, which happens to have directed a movie in the US. So only by the length of the sentence and yeah, also judging from the length of the meta path, you can say that it's pretty irrelevant and does not carry meaningful information for us. So we can simply force the system to ignore this meta path through deleting it on the right side. So we repeat that process to add the remaining meta paths. So being married to a producer who is known in Germany, in America, sorry, is also a good indicator. And living in a city with a writer, so a screenplay writer for movies, who also writes screenplays for American movies, might just be a coincidence, but it could also be more probable for them to meet. So it's a quite weak indicator, but still something we could take into account, but should not weight as much as the three other meta paths. So we choose to put it in the left section of the line. So we could order more meta paths by clicking on next iteration, but we are for now quite okay with the content and proceed to the result page. So on the result page, you can see a big circle in the middle where the custom similarity score is displayed between the node sets A and B we just defined. So it basically says how similar our German actress is to our defined US movies. And also our system gives the user the possibility to explain this score and go a bit more into depth. So to get a better intuition of what the similarity score expresses, we can click on a slice of the pie chart displaying how much each metapath contributed to the similarity score in the end, and select the metapath which contributed most. And we can see how much the chosen meta path contributed relatively and absolutely to the similarity score. And actually, our actress of interest seems to be connected pretty well to directors who also shoot movies in America, because there are 13 instances of it. And also pretty nice features to somehow go back from the abstraction to the real graph is the possibility to getting shown some examples. And for example, the first shows us that she has played in a Netflix series, Dark. And this one is directed by Baron Boardor. I hope I pronounced this correctly. And yeah, he directed Sleepless, pretty interesting and also renowned, and yeah, a movie which was quite successful in America also. Um, and yeah, finally, the user can also select notes from the given note sets above. Here we select our actress in order to display similar actors based on our derived custom similarity measure. So right now, here, some similar notes are computed. And we see that Charlie Theron and Dietmar Bär are the top two notes yeah, suggested by our system. And yeah, from here we could go back, define another meta path. We could export our model and try it with other nodes. And yeah, that is what our MetaExp is about. Thank you very much for your attention.